Arsenal midfield, they kept on getting the ball, but it's like they didn't know what to do with the ball because there was no creativity in there, and that was the problem. I think Arteta missed a trick yesterday. It looked like he didn't really want to win the game. It reminded me of a couple of years ago when they went to Palace, when they went to Etihad, they got the draw. He was happy to take a point. It was more of a let's not lose the game, then let's try and win the game. And I think that's why they lost the game, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
And that was a great free kick, absolutely fantastic goal, 30 plus yards out. But I think if they'd gone for the juggler at the time and they'd gone with Eze, I think they could have gone ahead. I don't say they want to win the game, but they would have scored a goal, you know?
Yeah. I think you've always got to take set pieces as a bonus. Like goals from set pieces, they're a bonus. If you get a penalty in a game, it's not necessarily because the team have done fantastic. You've earned a set piece and you can score it. When you score a 35-yard free kick in a game of football, and that's the only goal in the game, it goes to say a lot about the actual overall match. If that ended 3-1 and Szoboszlai scored the second goal, say, then no one would, it would be a completely different conversation. But I agree with you. Arteta came out with a very defensive structured team, and only later on in the game did he then start to put the creative players on who actually are the right players to start. Why on earth can Eze or Odegaard not start that game? Eze's beat Liverpool recently. The idea that you don't want to play him against a Liverpool team that clearly have defensive issues. It's a player that can score a goal out of nothing, but he's also a player that can dribble through people. And I think one-on-one, Eze against Konate, you let him have 3 goes, he's going to beat him. At least one of them goes. And that's all they needed in that game. Just that little bit of something. One player can be the key to unlock a defence. And I think Eze, I don't think Odegaard, but when Eze's there, ridiculous to not start him. He's not unfit. He's played the whole rest of the season and he played the cup final. So where's the logic to not starting him? And you can't tell me it's about structure or tactics because the guy plays in the same position. He has the same job role. He's going to be able to do what he does. And guess what? He's already played against Liverpool this season. So he's better off than any other player on the pitch. It baffles me that Arteta went out so defensive. You should never go to a game happy with a draw.
I find there's more chance of you losing that game than winning that game.
Yeah.
If you go in with that mindset of we can get a draw out here, these things happen to you. You get a absolutely crazy free kick and you lose the game when probably sometimes you don't deserve to lose the game, but you lose it because your mindset is we're going to sit back and take a draw. And that's when you lose the game. We used to have to under Rafa Benitez quite a lot. As much as Klopp, you might lose the game 4-3, but with Klopp, you're going to put the effort to try and win the game. And you don't mind losing 4-3.
Always go out with that mindset
of trying to win. You might lose 4-3, but you've tried to win the game. I'd prefer to lose on that scale than lose it 1-0, trying to defend and take a 0-0, if you know what I'm trying to say. You want to see
football's an entertainment sport.
Of course.
Football's an entertainment sport. Italian football back in the day built up a structure, catenaccio, the whole sit back, defend, control the game. Right. Don't let the other team have the ball. And then when they do have the ball, get 11 men behind. That is not a fun football to watch. There's no joy in that football. And it's creeping into the Arsenal team. And if you really honestly think, let's go out and get a draw at the start of the game, it's not 1-1 on the 80th minute, then I understand. Be a bit more defensive, hold the structure. Don't release the players and then get counter-attacked. That's fine. But don't start from the get-go because a red card in a game, all of these factors, a 35-yard free kick, an unfortunate penalty, all of these things in football, you cannot expect to just not concede. So many challenges. So to go out and not think, let's absolutely go for them and try to score early on. If all else fails, then you end up drawing. But let's say you get counter-attacked. Well, guess what? It might actually spark some life into the players. Going 1-0 down in a game like that might have been better earlier on because when Szoboszlai scored and then Arteta made his changes, suddenly there was creativity on the pitch. So does that? It's like you left it too late because the goal was later on in the game. But perhaps maybe conceding in the 10th minute because you've gone so out but haven't been able to finish would have actually meant Arsenal made the changes earlier and equalised. And guess what? 1-1 could have been a fun game of football. Might have been 2-1 to one of them. But yeah, surely you want to lose a game by 1 goal, but at least score a goal yourself. It's weird to me. It's not a fun game. Can you imagine paying a season ticket and you're going to sit there for the rest of the season watching that?
Okay. One question for you.
Yep.
Does that mentality win you a Premier League?
Never has.
And this is part of the reason why he's not won a Premier League, because sometimes he has this mindset. I thought a player of Eze's ability, we know he's not like he's, an Isak where he's not trained all season, all pre-season properly with the team. It's a bit different.
Exactly,
Eze's been playing for Crystal Palace. We know that Odegaard has an injury, so he couldn't start the game. I honestly thought Arteta, I was a bit worried. I did say to you before the game, a bit worried. I thought they would go Madueke on the left, Eze is the 10, and they'll start Nwaneri to replace Saka on the right.
Yes.
That would give them pace, creativity, pressure. And listen, Konate got, I think in the first half, he got a yellow card. And I thought to myself, if he's got to play Eze, like you said,
running at him. Yeah.
Running at him. He's got the ability to do it. And I thought he missed a trick. I thought if he'd gone out in that way, I thought he would have troubled us. And I thought that's what it was going to be. But he didn't go for it.